What it do, folks? This is Panther Jim, and I'm doing a commentary here on Tiger Woods 12, the Masters, and I'm currently participating in a daily online tournament. It's one round only of 18 holes, and you put up your best score in those, for those 18 holes, and see how you do against the other participants. Before I continue on with the commentary, I just wanted to do a tribute to my my boy Jay Easy and go, yes, damn it! But I'm a huge fan of golf. I actually do play golf. I haven't played golf in probably about a year. The big man hurt his back, so after doing a little rehabbing on that, lose a little bit of weight, hitting the gym, I'm trying to get myself back into playing shape. But I do love the game of golf, and I'm decent enough at it. I guess the last time that I had a handicap at the time before I got hurt, I was currently like an 11 handicap, and I don't know if anybody knows what really that means, but it just means pretty much I can go onto any golf course and probably shoot like low 80s or something, or in the mid 80s. That's probably about the average or so. But I'm a big fan of golf, and this is kind of this is up my alley here. So anyway, about the game is really good. The graphics are unbelievable. I think the putting on this thing, they made it really sensitive, and you kind of have to be a little bit on your game in order to make some of these putts. Some of the green reading, like telling you where the slopes are, how much it's going to break. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, because I found some discrepancies in it, but it is what it is, man. You just try to go out there and do your thing. I guess I don't know if you really need any golf knowledge or anything to play this, but it does help, and it makes the game a little more enjoyable and all. But I got my start, or I learned to play golf when I was 18 years old. It was my first job. Doing some tough ass labor, man. I was making sandpaper belts, man. I don't do that anymore, man. I don't work hard anymore. But that was the job when I had when I was 17 and 18, when I got out of high school. But all the guys that all the managers and my boss, these guys were ordinary guys, but they liked the game of golf, and they kind of hit me up on it. And I wasn't really too interested in it, but my hero is Michael Jordan, and I was I know he was a big fan, he's a big fan of golf, and I thought, man, I don't know, just never really got into it. So the guys I had worked with, they kind of hit me up, and what these guys were doing was they were out there in the warehouse, and they had like a little practice green mat, and they had like some old beat up golf club, and so these guys were taking whacks out there, trying to hit the ball. And I'm a pretty athletic guy. I mean, I played high school basketball. Thought I was good enough to play college, but that's a different story. But I'm a pretty athletic guy, and I'm a competitive guy too. So one of my bosses had asked me, hey Jim, you ever swing a golf club? I said, oh man, they ain't nothing to this game. Shit, there's nothing to this game. It's freaking golf. How hard can it be? Man, I tried swinging and whiffed like the first 2 times that I ever tried to swing a golf club and try to hit a golf ball. Whiffed 2 times, and I swear, that was a very humbling experience. And as I said, Michael Jordan's my hero, and this, he's a competitive guy, and he just wound a certain way, and it kind of intrigued me that here's this guy, who's on top of the whole basketball world, but he finds the littlest challenge, and he finds a challenge in golf, and it intrigued me. So I took my lumps, man, learned how to play, and I finally I think it took me about a good 4 or 5 years to get really comfortable with the game. Like I said, I'm pretty decent at it, not the greatest at all, but I'm decent enough, man. But best score ever is over at Eagle Crest up in Palm Springs. I went with my brother-in-law and my best friend. Went over there, and that was the first time that I ever broke I broke 80. I saw a 79 there, and man, I was pretty stoked by that. And you know, the drinks were flowing that day, and it was all good. We hit the casino afterwards, and like I said, we all had a good time. But like I said, I enjoy the game of golf. My favorite golfer, you know, hard to believe, is David Duval. I was lucky enough to meet him over at Riviera. I've been to a few of the golf tournaments, and I met him in 1997. It was the year before he broke out and ended up becoming the #1 player. But I followed him around over at Riviera Golf Course up in Pacific Palisades, and it was trippy because there was only like maybe 6 people following this group, and it was David Toms and Larry Mize, who's a former Masters champion. And like I said, it was just like only 6 people following this group, and I thought it was so freaking cool. And you know, it just, you know, if you like golf, that's what it is. You know, you're kind of into that. So I followed David Duval around, and you know, acknowledged to him, you know, when he hit some good shots and whatever, you know, and he knew I was following him, and he knew I was digging on him. So he finished his round of 18 at Riviera, and he went to go sign his scorecard. And then as we're waiting there, my brother-in-law yells at me from near the 18th hole, and he goes, "Hey, David Duval's coming out of the tan." So I run over there, you know, next to where he's coming out of the, you know, the scorecard tent, and I had my Chicago Bulls hat, and so I walked up there to him, and you know, all these people were asking, you know, for autographs. And you know, they were all saying, "David, David, David," and I ended up taking off my Chicago Bulls hat, and I go, "David," and then I gave it to him, and I looked, and he looked at me, and he knew that I was one of the guys that followed him around. So he took my hat, and then he signed it, and I said, "Oh, thank you," and he goes, "Nah, man, thank you." And I thought that was pretty cool, because like, man, he acknowledged that I walked with his ass for 18 holes, and you know, like I said, I thought that was pretty cool, and he's always been kind of my hero, and I like his style just because, you know, just very calm, not really too much on emotion, but just, you know, that's his style, and I kind of like that. You know, yeah, you know, it's kind of cool to, you know, Tiger gets up there, you know, the fist pumps and getting his clown on, but you know, I like that subtlety in Duval, and you know, hopefully one day he'll like turn his golf game around. But that's how I kind of got into it. My thing is, and I think this is pretty funny too, is I carry around in my golf bag a black Sharpie, 2 trading cards, and 1 golf ball. The 1 golf ball is an actual Nike golf ball, and the 2 cards that I carry with me are 1 card is the first year Upper Deck of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's Upper Deck card from the first year. I don't know how much this thing's worth, but I have it on there, and I have it in a protective case. And the other card is another Michael Jordan card, but it's just him. It's a picture of him playing golf. Now, my dream is that I'm going to meet my hero. I'm going to meet Michael Jordan. I'm going to meet him on a golf course. And, you know, I'm going to be starstruck and what have you. But I'm going to break out my card, my golf ball, and have him sign all that stuff. And then, you know, knowing that the degenerate that Jordan is, you know, he's going to want to, you know, have a little wager on this golf match. And I'm down with that. So, cool. We can do that. So, my thing is, I'm going to bet him. We're going to play 18 holes, and I'm going to beat him on the golf course. But, here's the thing. I'm going to let him get his chance back at me. And I'm going to tell him, okay, cool. I beat you in golf. Okay, I'm 1 up on you. Tell you what. Let's have a 3-point contest. And I know I can beat Michael Jordan in a 3-point contest. Did you not see him in the All-Star game that one year when he tried to participate in the 3-point contest? Come on. Anyway, I know he can't shoot no threes. You know, I know he can do it in the game, which is all good, but I'm just saying in a contest, I don't think he can do so well. And like I said, this is just my dream and all. So I'm going to give him another shot at it. But before that, I'm going to tell you what, if you beat me in golf, if you beat me in the 3-point contest, that's cool. You don't owe me anything. But, you already owe me for the golf thing. But, if I beat you in a 3-point contest, you will have to go to my house, Mr. Jordan. You will have to go to my house and sign every piece of memorabilia that I own that has your likeness on it or has a Chicago Bulls emblem on there. And I'm thinking, Jordan's going to be at my house at least a couple days because of all the crap that I have. And I have magazines, I have newspapers from the Chicago Sun-Times, the Tribune, when the Bulls won their titles and stuff. So I have a lot of stuff there. He's going to be in my house for a while signing a bunch of stuff. So, but again, this is my dream. And, this is, I know it might not ever happen, but, you got to have little things, to look forward to. So, I have at least another couple minutes left in this commentary, and wow, ain't that some bullshit right there? Really, I'm out there flag hunting, hit the stick, and that ball takes a nasty ass jump right side. That is unbelievable, man. Only in golf that shit happened. Happened to Phil Mickelson over at Bay Hill one year. He was like 140 yards out on a par 5, hit the pin on the island green, and ball shot into the water. I mean, just some shitty ass luck. Anyway, I'll see how the reaction is for this commentary, and maybe I'll continue to do more. I have some pretty interesting stories, man. I have a story of I actually saw O.J. Simpson on the same golf course that I was, and I don't know if that means anything, but but O.J. and the guys I played with, it's pretty fun. I mean, we kind of go out there and you kind of say to yourself, really, is there shit talking on the golf course? But yes, there is, and man, it's some of the best ribbing that you can possibly imagine. Well, this is the final hole of my little tournament here, and I just want to say thanks for watching the video. I probably will not be putting out any more Black Ops videos because I can't deal with the hit detection bullshit anymore and the lag. But I do love the Homefront game, and I'm going to try to get some gameplay down and for that. And I do like Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I might start working on those videos too. But just want to say thanks for watching my video. This is Panther Jim, and I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.